chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here is the punter, Matt Bosher, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Vic with a give to Sanders. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis. 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to the end zone real fast.
Now Sanders. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. It's a second down run with Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here's Michael Vick being chased out left.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now Sayers. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot foot.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Nifty running by Barkley there on first down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. So So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Derek Brooks diagnosed that play so well, just like he did back in the day. Over 1,700 career tackles en route to being a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Heck of a guy off the field as well, winning the Walter Payton Man of the Year award in 2000. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimum gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And the kick by Butker is good. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 34-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Vick now from the 50. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here's Vick. Man open, Rice. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Vick. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
36.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Vick readies to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. No. Get it.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Down. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
It's going to be a long...
Hey, Foxtrot.
Be a long day.
Mike 52.
Here we go, D.
On 3rd down, Elway. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Bridgewater with a keeper. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point. Raiders set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. To throw is Elway. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Ready? Look, squeeze.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Check.
Ready?
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Smooth. 5.
On third down, Elway. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. He's got a first down past the 30. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown! A big play there. 81 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score. Visitors 21. Raiders 10.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.
Back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mike, wait, set. Wait, 55. Oh, here we go. Oh. Check 99. Check 99. Hey, check it. Shadow.
Brady now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down.
Wait, set. Wait, yeah, Mike. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Show it, show it. Hey, check it.
Shotgun now for Brady. Cooper's got him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. After the sack on first down, Brady looking for Cooper. That's complete.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Brady going to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. On first and 10, here's Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And an alley to run. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
To throw, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Well, he's going to go, and this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Brady again. That'll be complete to Cook. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper there to make the grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, set. Steady weapon. 10-2 stop. Shoot.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. Hey, Wahoo.
This time Elway will throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Jerome Peppers, the former 1st-round pick, there on the coverage. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Sugar.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Brady now 9 of 17 through the air. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 48 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
No. Check 43.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Elway now looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Elway. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Wait, that 53! Right there in the middle, 55. I'm coming up to you. I'm coming up to you. Topper! Hey, Alabama.
Throwing on first down is Brady. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set, 380. Mike, 58, right there. Let's get it together, defense. Hey, go 66.
Now Cook. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Elway. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. Darnell Dockett, the big tackle, in on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. They'll try and throw for it with Elway. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Too little, cut.
Bridgewater with a keeper. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Teddy Bridgewater taking it in, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Butker on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
50. Hey, Delta.
Here's Brady to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting, because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall,
looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Flush to his right. And And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Howie Long able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Hey, 72.
To try again after the sack. Brady into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Again, it's Barkley. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Elway gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Come on, set. Hey, hold on. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Here's the fullback, Zach Line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
At the 27-yard line.
Let's go now. Set the flag. 54. Right, 54. I'm not ready. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker. Nice throw. 5 on. Whip.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Charlie.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Elway. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Raider 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Running is Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Check 9, check 9. He's checking. Crash. Check nickel.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go. Watch the shit.
On the sneak, it's Bridgewater. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
He can't hang.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready up.
Check, Mike, 50.
80 weapon.
54. Watch the run.
Sit down.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, orbit.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Rabbit. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Elway. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hey, Team 6.
54. Mike, 54. Time to go, night. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the curl. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Here we go.
5.
They're going on 4th. It's Elway. And no, it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
You might be getting tired of seeing me.
They run again on first down. Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Let's go.
Cook. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. To throw is Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice. Matt Bryant now with 3 seconds to go. This for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.